Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another Daily Market Report brought to you by Mike Bjork. Today is Thursday, March 14th. Hope you guys having a great day. We got a couple economic news, really just about two. We got the weekly jobless claims. So last week we had 223,000 people apply for unemployment. Forecast is supposed to be kind of within the same range at 225. And it went up a little bit further than expectations at 229,000. So again, this is something we're keeping our eyes on. See if we've hit the bottom and see if it's rising, as that could be future indication of a possible recession. If more and more people are going on unemployment line, then obviously that could be, again, most likely a sign of a recession coming ahead. It's been pretty much 100% hit every time we've encountered that. Last but not least, we also got the new home sales for the month of January. So we had 652,000 in December. For January, 616, and it slowed down a little bit more, down to 607. So not the greatest numbers today, unfortunately, but they're not horrible, but they're not obviously nothing that's going to really help the markets today. Which, of course, you can see the markets need some assistance, whereas the stock market, all the indexes are down. They're taking their cues mostly from the geopolitical news that's out there. The first item here on it is the disappointing industrial output for China. China seems to be coming out with more and more data that just keeps showing that it's slowing down, and investors again are freaking out a little bit about it because they always want to see growth and they don't want the good times to stop. And well, they're kind of in a rude awakening right now. So we're seeing on a global level things coming down, and China, of course. It seems to be the first one that seems to be struck by it, and then Europe, and then now it's kind of coming over here in some aspects as well. The other item here is it seems like it was just reported that there won't be any meeting between both presidents of China and U.S. For this month. It seems like talks are still kind of ongoing, maybe stalled a little bit in some areas. There's a few areas that they still need to hammer out the details from. A lot of it comes down to intellectual property, to enforcing these regulations. Those seems to be the big ticket items. That seems to be the talk. And so, anyways, if the earliest they might have a meeting would be April now, and of course, that's kind of putting a little bit of a sour mood with investors as well. And of course, the last thing that they're really watching, because we got the March 29th deadline for the Brexit vote, and they just voted down, the Parliament voted down the second Brexit agreement by Theresa May. Parliament voted that down. So right now, what they're voting now is if they may postpone or delay something of 50, Proposition 50 or whatever it. But they see the delay of them leaving the EU on March 29th. So that's what they're kind of voting on today, and that would be important to note to see if it's just going to be if they're going to vote continue on that date and move on even without an agreement, which in theory they're saying it could disrupt the markets on a global level, or wait and see if they can hammer out some details and some type of agreement before they depart. So time will tell. And of course, right now there's not a whole lot of it. Being the 14th, we got the 29th. Sorry about that. Going backwards there. We only got like 2 weeks left. Now let's kind of check out the bond market. Bond market is unchanged from yesterday. We did have a bit of a drop yesterday. Late in the day, it dropped down. I think it closed around down 19 basis points. On there, but I believe we may have had a change of bond rollover on that as well. This is about usually the time when we do a bond rollover, so there shouldn't be any effect in pricing. And then we also got treasuries kind of inched its way up a little bit. We were down, I believe it was around 261 or 260, 260ish, and then now we're about 2.62 right now. So we got a little bit of yields kind of pushing up a little bit right now. And earlier this morning, as you saw, we were up a little bit higher. We were up at 102.31. We're at 102.27. So we were up about 4 or 5 basis points right there, and I pulled back to basically unchanged from yesterday. So again, pricing I would say is within the range of no change, and there shouldn't be really any change in pricing today. All right, you guys have a great rest of your day. Thanks so much for watching. We'll look forward to see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.